January, the main focus on this month is finding a new person to run ads for my brand because I didn't talk about it in the like group, but I talked to you, Ruben, about it. Basically, I
Mhm.
had some other dude running my ads and like he basically sold, like he wasn't effective. Bro basically went ghost on me. I'm like, dang, I bet.
Yeah.
So now I'm working with like an agency and I actually have a meeting with them later, but we'll see how they are. And then like also the focus is on YouTube, just like growing more, being
Real.
consistent.
I guess low key to that point, Sean. I low key wanted to talk to you about that because I see you locking in, gang, and I love to see that shit. No bull. So
Yeah, I
I guess
started
like,
to try to post more consistently, but I need y'all to critique how I'm
mhm.
doing. Like, let me know if like that's the right thing I should be posting, like, or like the right engagement I should be getting. I don't know.
I said, hmm. I'm gonna make this with the caveat of like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm the majority of time I see y'all niggas content, I like and glaze without listening through fully.
Yeah,
But I think that's like it's just mutual, bro. Like, oh shit, I'm gonna see, I'm gonna just
Yeah.
throw me love. But I would say do more of what you're doing because from what I've seen is you being extremely authentic of like, damn, I took an L today. And I'm like, yes, that's do that exactly. Do that more.
yeah,
Um, and then probably just like I don't know what the best performing trading content looks like, but I would say like go to the niggas who gain the most traction and like emulate the pieces of their style that you think would suit your like skill set.
yeah. For me, like I'm trying to like show my personality, like as I'm trading. Um, but like I don't want it to be like because I don't like want it to be boring. Niggas just like look at my content. They're just like, okay, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I just want them to like actually enjoy this shit. So I think, yeah, I think I'm doing pretty decent right now. I just need to post more consistently because I saw that since you've been posting like extremely consistent, like you've been getting a lot more engagement. So I feel like that's just what I need to do. Just keep posting, keep posting, keep posting. And yeah,
No bullshit, fam. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be a week. It's literally a week from today. The first time I ever posted a video.
shit, man.
Like well, a week from today last year. So then it's gonna be a year. I'm thinking of like I need to make some sort of like oh wow look special shit. But like make it it's got to be a part of the story I guess. But to that point, like yeah, the first couple I don't know if y'all yes y'all I don't know if y'all remember or like but the first like couple months like I think up until like I got to school like for September my shit was ass. I'm gonna keep it a B like it's me in my car just like talking like yeah da, da, da. And even now I would say the content is still it's like I definitely there is a higher level of quality I could attain per unit video but I don't know the system like it's also about like creating a system that is sustainable for you that like in order like a part of that consistency it was like there's a good portion of it where I was just vlogging my fucking day, and all my thumbnails were just black. It was bro, like all my thumbnails were black with like day 37. It's like, all right, bro.
Rue, did you say units per unit? Did I hear that?
I
Have you
said,
been watching Hermosi?
hell yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
that's just like
yeah.
a
I
system thinking in
I
general.
recognize that terminology from anywhere. Yeah.
Lucky, bro. And also, Sean, like, okay, I think it's really good that you and Seth are both in this call because I feel like you guys could like synergize from each other. Well, I don't know. I'm mostly thinking of like fitness niggas, but to that point, but like I would say like in terms of like embedding your personality, I feel like Seth has been doing a really good job of that, especially recently.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, G. I've been trying.
I
For
was
sure.
thinking of like doing like both like trading and fitness, but it's like I just gotta do one because at some point I'm gonna get burnt out. I
Yeah.
can't do like both. So
I
I'll
mean, aren't you? I mean, like, I'm assuming you're still going to the gym despite the fact that you're trading, though, no?
every single day, every like well not every single day, but
Nigga,
like
just bring the fucking camera, bro. That's all you gotta do, bro. Bring the camera, nigga. Buy a tripod. That's just like $20. Like, I
I
feel like you're swole enough to like merit a camera in the gym. Cause like there's certain niggas where it's like you like what the fuck are you filming? There's something, but I
be
feel like
feeling awkward though. I'm not gonna lie, it be feeling hella fucking awkward. I
No,
like
I
post
definitely
content.
do be. I be
Like
feeling you,
you just
bro.
content in his room, you just post in his room. But like if I bring the camera in the gym, I'm just like I literally tried talking to the camera one time, like last week, and it was like I felt like niggas was looking at me and shit. I just did.
Now I ain't gonna lie, fam, bro. That's real. Cause what's it called? Whenever you see niggas trying to make content in public, bro, you gonna see someone else looking at you like this nigga so head ass, bro. Like look at this guy, bro. But you gotta get over that, fam. Cause I'm like, damn, it look corny, but like the vids be hard though. But it's gonna feel corny for a minute though, fam.
Yeah. And
Oh,
also,
Subway dude, what's up, man? My bad for interrupting. My bad for interrupting. I didn't even see him. What's up, dude? And Marvin and Reggie and Jaso and Ruben. What's up, guys?
Real okay.
And Sean.
I think
See
it
you
might
too.
be. I think it might be about that time because it's low key deep in here. My name is Ruben Steven, sophomore at MIT, studying my key in CS.
Marvin Castor, sophomore at UF, studying marketing. I also run a clothing brand called Divine Visions, and I have a YouTube channel, Showtime Marv, over 2K subs.
My name is Jude Kafour, aka 2A Jude on all platforms. I'm a second year student at Florida State University, majoring in management, info systems, and marketing. And I'm at music. That is on all platforms, bro.
I said go stream 2A Jude for what's the
That
most
should
recent
be
project?
sliding, bro.
Jude, what's the most recent project called?
That John is called Boss Man 2A, bro. Much love,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
No, dude, I'm so serious, bro. Your shit actually goes so hard.
Appreciate y'all,
Like,
man.
I be
Appreciate
listening
y'all, man.
sometimes for real, for real.
I'm trying, bro.
Like that should actually be snapping. And that shit dope. Keep going, man.
Okay, wait, hold on. Real quick, pin. Because basically, like, after we finish doing intros, I want to come back to like Jude. I'm assuming like the same principle applies to music, especially, bruh. Of like the first couple of songs, niggas are gonna look at you crazy, niggas gonna hate, and then it's like, all right, bro, like, okay, whatever. I'm eventually gonna get like past that shit to where it's like I've done enough work to where it doesn't really matter. Not, I don't know. Yeah, I pretty much, I would like to hear your mindset on that. But Seth, I don't know if this ain't busy.
Yo, what's up? I'm right here.
If you want to give like a quick intro
Oh shit, right.
and plug your channel.
What's up? I'm Seth Blunk. I go to Tallahassee State College, in flight school, make fitness content, try to teach the world how to not be fat anymore, try to inspire the youth and many others, type B, and show the world how to self improve themselves, typically or specifically for men.
Hey, sir, quick question, bro. Genuinely, I'm not trying to size. How old are you, bro? Like real deal.
I turned 19 in October.
Nigga, we're not the same age, bro. Bro.
nigga
Bro.
looks
I'm
older.
gonna re-ask the question. I'm gonna re-ask the question, and you're gonna give me an honest answer, bro. Now let's restart. How old are you, bro?
All right, hold on. I got you, man.
Yo, niggas is not 19, bro.
I swear.
Oh,
Yo, niggas is
Hold on,
not
gotta cover
19,
up some
bro.
info. That's
Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Give me one second. Let me pin this dude.
Something.
This guy,
2005.
you're younger than me?
10/23, 2005. Yes, sir.
Whoa. Niggas is
Nigga got the full beard, Johns too. I'm
what?
sick.
I think it's the beard. It got to be the beard that's making him look
But,
older.
maybe I was unfamiliar with your game. I thought you were, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think you were like old, but I didn't think you were like 19, bro.
Well, how old you thought I
Oh,
was?
I would give you maybe you could be like 22 or something like that. 22, 23. I
Oh,
ain't gonna lie.
Lord. No. No, sir, man. Let me youth.
19.
That's what he is.
Yes, sir. 19 years young, man. So
Well,
there.
my name is Sean Paulin. I go to FIU. I'm in computer science, major in computer science. I'm a trader, day trader. My channel on YouTube is Trading with Sean, so is my Instagram and TikTok. And yeah, I could make gym content too, but I guess you could follow me, Sean in the gym.
That's it.
All right.
Yo. Oh, my bad.
Okay. Oh, well, I could just be quick then. Hi everybody. My name is Joe. Joko Tabernilla. I'm a student at FAU. I'm doing MIS right now, Management Information Systems, and I'm a freelancer doing videography and photography. Right now, though, I'm focused on getting experience with internships and building a client base. That's just me.
Perfect. And then Reggie.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? My name is Reggie St. Louis. I studied biomedical engineering, just finished my master's in that. I do everything from biotech to business consulting. I'm working on building an Airbnb on a property that I own. And yeah, I'm all about AI, hacking, and just trying to live a better life.
Okay. So okay, the first conversation or like theme I want to touch on is basically, I don't know, we low-key do this a lot, but like dealing with social anxiety and like that fear of perception specifically, or basically it's like, yeah, dealing with that and managing it as someone on the come up. And then specifically, I wanted to ask Jude how that relates to both like content creation and like rapping. Cause like, I don't know, cause nigga, we was in high school together. So like I saw that phase of your journey in high school.
Came a long way.
On God. And then like also like talk your shit on like where niggas at with it now though. Oh shit. Is he AFK?
Dude,
My apologies. I had got a text, bro. What's up?
uh damn. Pretty much the theme I wanted to touch on is the like basically like managing and dealing with anxiety around perception, and then specifically as it relates to your journeys both with content and music. Because and then
Okay.
like saying specifically because like we was in high school together, so like I saw the early phase and then talk your shit about where it's at now.
Okay, I understand. Regarding certain regarding content, which is a subjective field, I feel like your success is almost proportional to how willing you are to be perceived, like how willing you are to put yourself out there. And like literally, like fear will stop you from growing in that instance. So with me, I mean, regarding like with any sort of endeavor like that, because you've never been there before, it takes like walking in faith and walking in a degree of self-belief. So really, when I kind of started out and I was met with sort of like resistance from others, it could have been like little slick, like funny things or whatever. But
Mm,
regardless, at the beginning, it's really a matter of confidence. So I really just had to keep my head down. I really had to I had to envision where I was gonna go, and I really just had to like keep my learning and emulating to be able to get past the anxiety because I understood that there was no shortcut around it. Like in due time, every sort of task, any sort of skill that you build upon gets easier, and understanding that nothing regarding the anxiety is like a you either got it or you don't. Knowing that you can overcome it, I wasn't too pessimistic about like my progress and everything. I'm not gonna lie, bro. But really putting myself out there because beforehand, like I was a regular Instagram user, bro. I didn't post a whole lot. I got on the story a little bit, I got on the close friends a little bit. I didn't really have a whole lot of a reason to be on the gram though. So really like posting videos consistently, I'm like, damn, am I bothering people? Are they really going to see this stuff all the time? This, that, and the third. But then once I came to the realization again that when I started watching videos on how other artists or content creators are able to push themselves out there, they like well, for lack of a better phrase, they literally just had to do it. And people come to view you differently over time. Like as you begin, what's it called? What the sort of thing where you fake it till you make it and then you end up acting like the person that you want to become. People will be able to see you as such over time. So in acting as the artist that I wanted to become with the consistency, with the content, with the image going forwards, and I'm still working on that now, it's like it was easier for me to see myself in a different way. And sort of walking with faith and consistency, I was like, people are God willing going to be able to see myself in the same way going forward. So it definitely is a little bit nerve wracking, but my disposition too. I'm also a kind of out there type of dude, so it wasn't like as bad in my instance, and it was enjoyable to be able to to push out like whatever I was making like in the background, bro. Considering I had been practicing with rap for a little bit, so being able
mm.
to like show it to others and gain like any sort of feedback at all was really just like a motivator for me to keep going even if like some people were like that saying that they didn't mess with it, even if I could like reach someone who like was messing with what I had going on, was supporting what I had going on, I'd be like, damn, bro, like that's sort of like one thing keep you going. It's like people post about it's a little thing. Dang, my song only got 700 streams, this, that, and the third. Say God willing, you had 700 unique streamers, bro. People can't even envision 700 people in one room, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be in there
Right.
like sardines in the Krusty Krab, bro. So appreciating the small victories you take going forward really keeps you like up there, fam, and kind of keeps the anxiety like at bay. It's still gonna be there, but you gotta develop some strategies to kind of avoid it. But all shall be well, bro.
Right. I was gonna ask like, or I'm gonna spin back to it. But basically, like the next question is like, yeah, I guess like overall like strategies for dealing with it, and then like specifically to like people like looking at you crazy like when you first start. I was gonna ask like more of like did you have the same thing with like the clothing brand Tie Sleeve? Like also that like the you mentioned something really important of the perception of you is going to change over time, and like low key you gotta like I gotta see the vision before it and then like impose the fact that nah, like it's not like, oh, I'm doing this rapping shit a little bit, like I rap. Like this is something, this is a part of my identity and y'all gonna like low key put respect on that shit.
No, that's facts. Going from like being viewed as like a wannabe something, and then people see you as like literally embodying that sort of image, bro. It's kind of like that with anything, because it's real easy for people on the net to make jokes, bro. People, it's like the video of A$AP Rocky out where he said people that regard the people in the generation as hating on others for simply trying to be more than what they already are now. You know what I'm saying? It's real easy to diminish somebody who's stepping outside of their comfort zone, but it takes a lot for even one person to even do that in the first place. So, not gonna lie, fam, it's kind of empowering once you realize, like, it really pushes you forward once you realize that you're doing what a lot of people won't even like consider or even fathom themselves doing in the first place, bro. Real deal.
Yeah, I'm gonna speak on just like when you starting off, you kind of just gotta have like a really strong why also. So like if you know the reason that you're going after whatever it is you're going after, it's kind of gonna make people's like for me, I knew why I wanted to start a brand and stuff, do YouTube, all that stuff, like get financial freedom. Like I knew my why, which was like, personal, like family, stuff like that. And it's like people's perception is like, what do you value more, people's perception of you or your why? And I feel like if you have a strong enough reason to go after what you're going after, then it's kind of like you're gonna do what you have to do to get it. And it's like I really had that. I had to have like time to myself. I feel like anybody starting off, you're gonna have time to yourself where you really think about like, okay, am I really willing to put in the effort that this is gonna require? And then a lot of people lie to themselves, like they'll tell themselves like, yeah, I actually want to do this, but they don't, because if you actually want to do it, you're gonna put in what it takes to get it. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like that's really what it's about, like your why. And then people perceiving you, people are gonna like you could do everything perfectly and people are still gonna have a warped perception of you regardless. You feel me? Like, so I know it's a lot easier said than done, especially like I don't know, for me too, because I'm not like Jude said he's like an outgoing, I think you said outgoing person, so maybe it was easier for you to put yourself out like that. But I wouldn't really say I am that type of person, but I guess like that time that I had to myself, I was like, people's perception of me is gonna be warped regardless, I guess. So like I'm gonna just live the life I want to live or put the image out that I want to put out. And whatever happens with that, I'm okay with. You feel me? You just gotta accept it and understand that the only person who really knows you is you, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's real. And the big thing with that allows you to do it regardless is understanding that when people perceive you, people perceive the sides of you that they want to perceive. You're not able to control somebody's whole perception. It could be incomplete, it could be skewed, this, that, and the third, and it's going to happen regardless. So knowing that it's sort of an inevitable aspect of life, it's sort of like it's it's like the meme where it's a guy on the bus. It's like a cartoon, and like one side is like sunshine, and one side is like
Yeah.
rocky and
Yeah.
dark. And it's like it's out of my control,
Yeah,
like in a negative
facts.
way. That it's out of my control in a positive way. And you're like, people are gonna perceive you anyways. You might as well just do it. So it's like,
Mhm.
dang, once you have that mindset, you're on the more sunny side of things and understanding that it's gonna be people who are gonna be seeing you incorrectly. That's just how life goes at the end of the day, fam.
No bull. Loki, specifically, like you had mentioned, like I forget exactly how you had phrased it, but pretty much that point of like the thing, like when people like, yeah, the fact you mentioned like they only see a specific subsection of your whole personality, or they only see it from one angle. And like to add on to that, the thing that they're seeing is more likely than not a projection of themselves onto you, as opposed to anything that's inherently from you yourself. And so like specifically like because like I had asked this partially like in regards to like what Sean was saying. So like I think the niggas who are looking at you weird in the gym, part of it is a good chance probably because you're bigger than them. And or they're like scared to do the same thing because it's like, oh, look at this. Because like, yeah, that like, oh, look at this nigga trying. It's like, yeah, look at this nigga trying, but you're not. Like, you're here. Like, you have enough time to hate on the nigga, but you don't have time to actually go try yourself. And,
That's kind of like the thing of like a business owner isn't gonna look at you crazy for starting a business, or
exactly.
like people who are successful in the field that you want to go into, they know like they wouldn't look at you crazy for trying, The people who would look at you crazy for trying are probably the people who aren't really on nothing. You know what I mean?
No
Yo,
cap.
Loki, question for Seth and Sean, because y'all are gym niggas. Like, what is your like impression if you see a fat nigga in the gym? Like, what goes through your head?
If I see a fat nigga in the gym,
Yeah, yeah, just like what's your perspective on
Funny, bro. No, no cap. Y'all
well,
funny niggas, bro.
that?
here's my impression when I see somebody who's fat in the gym. Because here's the thing, I used to be a fat sack of shit. So like really, it was bad. Like it
Damn
was
fit exteriorly.
terrible.
Damn, nigga.
I'm so serious. That was blunt, but I was so fat. I was like 135 in the first grade. I was 4'6", bro. So when I see a fat person in the gym, like one, I give them respect because it takes a lot of like shrewdness and gumption to actually be willing to put yourself out there where literally there's just so many people with such killer physiques around you. It takes a lot of like courage on the front end to even do that. Secondly, it shows me like, okay, this is somebody who has ambition and isn't just letting life just, even though life may have thrown things at them to make, or to, what's the word I'm looking for? To make them fat, I should say. Like life might have thrown certain circumstances, people might have gotten stressed out, had some sort of traumas, anything of that nature. But they actually have the initiative, that self-awareness to be like, okay, yeah, this is a problem. I'm willing to fix it. I don't think that deeply about it, but if I were to think about it, that's how I think. I'd give them respect internally because I know a lot of people aren't doing that, and a lot of people don't even have the, courage to even walk into the gym if they're, you know, overweight.
Cook. That's something that people be saying on the ads, bro. Bro, seeing someone fat locked in the gym every day is more motivating than seeing a Larry Wheels built nigga in the gym, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Cause you like, damn, this nigga is well, not no judgment. He's far from the socially ideal body type, but bruh's still in the building though. You know what I'm saying? It's motivating to be like, damn. Like, regardless of where your starting point is, bro, anyone gonna try and reach for what they really want, fam. I can't lie.
Yes,
And then,
sir.
like Sean, I wanted to get your perspective in particular.
So for me, I didn't start off fat, obviously, but I started off skinny. So it's like
Mm.
I was that person that was like trying to just get bigger in the gym, and seeing like in high school, I saw like in Suncoast, I saw all these like bigger people on the football team, things like that, and I'm over here like lifting like 25s on the thing, and it's like, dang, I really want to get to where I want to be. So it's like they're not gonna like look at me like, damn, he's small as hell. They're gonna try to be like, oh, he's actually working towards something. And look at where I'm at now. I obviously like tried
Exactly.
to.
Nigga said the curve of your professor here. Hey, that's fucking
Bro, I post that
ridiculous.
video all the time. Y'all saw me. I was in the gym struggling with them 25s. Now I live like 60s. So it's
Yeah, gang.
Bro,
like,
that nigga was out there.
um,
But yeah, fam, like I feel like you especially like and your transformation is like the best example I could ever give you for what I'm trying to describe with like the content shit. Because I feel like it's just another aspect of that same shit that you shown that you have, Noble.
yeah. So it's like if there's
You
a
just have the
large
25s
person.
right now. It's okay. Right now you're at the 25, but like you start building a little, you
Yeah,
feel me?
you just had to acknowledge that if they keep being consistent, they're gonna get they're gonna have a real nice body. So it's like you can't judge them for being in the gym for like the way they are now. Like just imagine them in a few years if they keep being consistent and don't give up, they're gonna buff up real quick.
It's crazy. I feel like that, like, Rube, but kind of like what you just said, that content stuff is just like the gym. Cause like I'm sure Sean and Seth, like when y'all miss days at the gym, you probably like, dang, like it probably hurts to low key. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong because I'm not like a gym dude anymore. But like, Rube, when you
Yeah,
miss
like
a
you
day
feel it.
uploading, it's like, dang, like I ruined the streak. Like I gotta go back at like type of thing. Or like you kind of get a joy out of it. When you at the gym, you get that, like you get the pump and all that. You feel good. When you upload, you feel good. Like you get the dopamine from actually uploading instead of dopamine from doom scrolling. So like I feel like there's low key some similarities to that too.
Yeah, like it's like you have to like it could go for all aspects of your life. If you're like being consistent in the gym, try to bring that aspect into like content. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Like I need to post consistently. So it's like I grow like I did in the gym.
Yeah, fam. That's why I think like because I don't know if y'all read the book Atomic Habits and or Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. Well, first one's by James Clear, but pretty much because I remember like I'm pulling this principle specifically from Power of Habit because I read it first, but pretty much it's like habit stacking. So you already have a habit built up of like going to the gym habitually. And so like if you're trying to start a new one of the easiest ways to do it is to attach it to something you already do. And so that's what I'm like, just bring your phone into the gym. And then like I feel like what you should do, like even if you're not talking to camera, you could do voiceovers after. Loki? Jeko, how you doing? Loki, I haven't heard you speak in a little bit. What you been on, gang?
Oh no, I've just been like listening to you guys because honestly, everything you guys are saying is so true, especially during this time as well. Because something that I've learned recently is, for posting content, I'm not gonna lie, I made a new what's it called, IG, and honestly, I'm like too scared to even like share it to anybody. I have like two people on there, and like those are like my two people I want feedback on. I'll eventually like open it up, but something that I recently learned is like to create more than you consume. And that's such an important factor because once you like actually apply it, you realize like, oh, you're learning much more than if you were just like, oh, I can do this because I watched it. No, it's not like that. You actually have to create. You have to do it. You have to apply what you learn, like learning. That's like the knowledge and the wisdom part. You know what I mean? Like if you have knowledge to not do something and you don't apply it, then you're just dumb because you're not, you know what I, you know what I mean? Like,
And that's fact though.
but that's just what I'm saying. I'm just listening right now.
I should.
Yo, Rue, do you ever find yourself getting addicted to the insights?
A little bit, but I guess like the way yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily addicted, but it would be like I would burn hours like responding to comments plus like trying to optimize the little things as opposed to like just nigga just go make another video.
Mm-hmm.
But recently, I guess like the way that I've been finding to help manage that is like it would usually hit me when I first woke up in the morning and because I had notifications for Instagram enabled. So like I'd wake up in the morning, unlock my phone or whatever, and then it's just like 100 likes on fucking whatever video or da da da. And it's like, oh damn, the video got more. Like what happened? Why is it? And then it's like, mind you, like in those like trying to like see analytics, you get that's when you get caught up in the genjutsu for real, bro. Like you get hit on like you get hit with random side quests and it's like, oh shit, now I'm scrolling like random fitness content or like now I'm scrolling like doing like film study and like, oh wait, that hook is really good. Like let's see what they did on the storytelling aspect, whatever. But so the two main fixes I found for it are one, I've disabled notifications for Instagram. So it's like if I'm getting anything from there, it's because I intentionally went to go look. And then two, I also like I've like been more stringent with my chain of like direct actions after I wake up to make sure that my phone isn't included in it. Cause like it would seep into like, oh, I'm brushing my teeth. All right, I'm opening Instagram. Like, no, nigga, I leave my phone in my room, like in my dorm or whatever, to go brush my teeth. And like that's also like a time for like wake the hell up, slash like look inwards, slash like it's a not necessarily meditation, but I'm sitting there trying to be mindful. And I feel like that's helped a lot in terms of like you don't beat that, I guess, addiction of the analytic checking by telling yourself, don't check, don't check, don't check. It's like you replace it with other specific tasks that take your attention instead. So I'm like, okay, go brush your teeth. You can't check while you're brushing your teeth because it's taking your hands.
Smart, smart. I'm gonna implement that actually. That's good shit. That
Like,
actually is good shit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna implement that. It's a smart strategy.
Nah, no cap. That's a really big thing. I think this mindset kind of goes towards like I still like, especially when me personally, like especially like with Christianity, bro. Like if you're trying to avoid doing something, for instance, like let's take lists, right? Say you're
yeah,
not trying to, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like
go
give
crazy.
into these center lists. You're not gonna be sitting up all day, 24 hours. Don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And instead, you're going to redirect yourself. So it's like you're being more intentional with what you're doing instead of just like merely being avoidant. You're like being proactive in your thoughts so that you can avoid it. It's like when you're driving, yes, you do not. Yes, you don't want to crash. However, your first goal is to make it to your destination, fam.
Right.
It's not crashing is say if you're driving proactively and safely, God willing, you won't crash in the first place. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's more the thing. So really, really like changing your thoughts and being more intentional about what you really want to think, bro. Rewiring the brain, family.
Yo, Loki, to that point, Marv, I like because like that not crash or whatever. It's the same thing of like when you hooping of like, oh, don't make a mistake, don't make a mistake, don't make a mistake, and it's like, ah, damn, now I'm tripping. As opposed to like go get not even go get a bucket, but just be present and hoop.
Kind of like you said that one time, like play to win, like
Yeah,
instead of
fam.
playing not to lose type of vibe. That's facts.
Loki, I don't know. That might have been Coach Steve, bro. Like I'm forgetting it because or I might have just yapped and like made it because I said like one of my coaches told me. I I don't know if Coach Powell said that. I
Nah,
forget.
I ain't giving bro that credit. No shade.
Nah.
I first heard that one when I was learning how to play spade, play to win.
For real. You said spades?
Yeah,
Oh bullshit.
so it's just an old head proverb. You play to win in all things.
Yo, Rue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you was talking earlier about strategies. You were saying strategies to get over the social anxiety of putting yourself out there. Yeah.
Yeah. What about yeah, I guess like what has been yours, especially since like yeah, you started recently and then have been going like full like pedal to the metal type beat. So what's that been
Oh
like?
yeah. Yeah, man. Honestly, it's been a full journey. Like, here's the thing, right? So before I posted my first video, like I was shivering in my timbers. Like I was so fucking nervous. Because I hate putting myself out there. Like
That's
it's even like in basketball. Like, let's say you get thrown onto the court, right? After sitting on the bench all game. And you
yeah.
just get thrown on the court and they say, okay, bring the ball up court. Bro, you're gonna be shitting your pants. Every hooper knows that. Am I lying?
Bro,
It's like,
facts.
oh
Bro,
shit.
My stretch don't worn
not
off.
lying.
Nigga, warm-ups are gone. Like, bro, I'm straight cold, bro.
Junior
Word.
year Marv, bro.
Oh my God.
Word. That's literally exactly how it felt. But I heard this quote by it's this guy. Do you know who Austin Dunham is?
Austin Dunham, yeah.
Yeah. So I heard this quote from him, and he was talking about some life rewards action, and clarity comes after said action. So what I've kind of been trying to implement into my life is to say fuck you to strategy and just kind of do the shit. And any walls you may hit along that line, right? For example, let's say if I'm breathing hard, I'm on the treadmill. Sorry. So let's say you want to start, I don't know, crypto or some shit, and you don't know shit about the blockchain or any nerd coins or anything like that. But the fact of you getting yourself into, you know, learning about crypto, learning about Ethereum, and then you figure shit out along the way, that's how you get out that analysis paralysis. That's how you kind of start to build that confidence in what you're doing to where social anxiety isn't really even a thing. So let's bring it back to basketball. The only people who have social anxiety when they're playing basketball typically were overlooked. The fucking star PGs and shit, they never really had social anxiety because they just kind of got thrown into the game. They built some confidence because, okay, when they were 3 years old, they made 2 threes in a game. Mama said, good job. And that action kind of provided them some more clarity about how to play the game better. Okay, they made 2 threes in a game, but they did a fucking right-hand layup on the left side. Coach tells them, don't do that. He doesn't do it anymore. And over time, as they get older and grow, they're getting better and better. So there's no really social anxiety there to begin with because the action kind of overrid the need for strategy. You feel me?
Also, I think like I forget exactly where it is. It was like some infographic I saw recently, but it's like the top performers in any field also have the record for the most like failures in that same domain. So it's like I think it was something like LeBron has like the most missed shots or whatever it is, but it's like he's LeBron. It's like
Yeah.
Serena Williams has like the most like missed serves, but it's like she's Serena. Like she they're like they are them still though. It's like not even though, it's like because of the fact that they've like they've taken that much action. So it's like unreasonable that they would still be trash at the scale. Like,
All right. Oh yeah. But that's the thing though. A lot of the times people don't have the agency to where after said action, if they fuck up, okay, that takes a hit at their confidence. That takes a hit at their self-esteem, who they think they are, if they're really cut for what they need to do. But eventually, like, did you see Hermosi's 2025 best year vid?
I don't think I've watched. No, I haven't been consuming any content in a while.
That's good. His shit's brain rot. But well, except for his. But yeah, he was saying that things don't stay hard forever. It's either you get better or you accomplish that goal eventually. And that's kind of the way it works with what you gonna call it? Like you were saying with Serena and LeBron. I mean, they've been cold from the beginning, but eventually, if you just keep hammering it in, pause, like if you just keep going, eventually you will reach said goal. If you really just keep refining and staying consistent with it. And I think that's with anything in life.
Loki, slight hard tangent, but you're mentioning like getting better at crypto, Sean. Like, all right, I guess trading more specifically. I was just like interested in like what like if you were to distill the majority of, because I this is just something I don't have any like expertise in, so I'm like just curious to learn about it. Like if you were to distill the majority of your learnings within the realm of trading slash like crypto, like what, like yeah, if you could give like a debrief of like in terms, yeah, so specifically if I was looking to invest, what should I be like looking or filtering for?
So I don't like invest in like I wouldn't tell you to invest in like a specific thing, but I just say like what works for you. Like I invest in NAS 100 and US 30, they're indices. Like it's a collection of companies that like that's like in one thing. So
Yeah, I guess okay. Like before you even like continue to explain it, like how did you come to choose them over someone else, or like that over the different options available?
I chose those because the people that I watched were trading it. Like
Price.
the like my YouTube mentors were the people that were trading it. So I'm just like, okay, let me trade those.
Real.
So I decided to pick those and I just never looked back. Well, I just picked up on US 30 because like I saw that worked more for me.
Mm.
So I picked those two and it's like wait, what did you ask again? Like how
Pretty
did
much I'm like crash course on trading shit.
uh it's mainly it's like 90% psychology. Like you could know how to trade, but it's like if you don't have risk management and can control your own like trading, like oh I'm gonna go in this one 3 times a day, 4 times a day, like you're not gonna succeed at all, like at all. Because for me, it's like I I feel like I do good on the technical analysis side, but like once I actually like lose it, once I lose a trade on the day, because I take 2 trades a day, I lose a trade or lose 2 trades, I'm just like, damn, I'm going to take another one. I'm only supposed to take 2 trades a day, but I'm just like, damn, I need them to, I want to make it back because I do
Yeah.
1 and 2, and like if I take another trade, it'll make my money back. But then imagine you lose the third trade, and you're just like, damn, I want to make that back. So then you keep trying to get, you keep trying to get, you keep trying to get, then you over leverage, risking more than you should, and then you're down more than you should in the. Wait, what did Jude say?
Street said when you lose a gamble, you got to keep gambling to get your money back.
Exactly. That's the point. It's basically it's gambling, bro. It's literally gambling if you do it like the wrong way. Like you need to have a strategy to just just do it right. You know what I mean? So it's like if you don't know how to control yourself and just tell yourself, okay, I'm done for the day. I'm not gonna trade anymore, then you're gonna consistently fail. That's low key the reason I've been failing. I'm not gonna lie. That's high key the reason I've been failing. Because I'm just like, okay, I just want to pass this. I just want to pass this quick. And then like, cause it's like phases. I need to pass phase 1, then phase 2. I'm in phase 1 right now. I'm doing decent. But it's like if I like in my last video that I posted on Trading with Sean IG, you know what I mean?
What's
But last time I posted the last video I posted, I told myself, oh, like I was trading and then like two of my trades reversed on me. They went right back into break even or like and like they were like so close to my take profit, it went back to break even or like to my stop loss. And I'm just like, man, I'm just gonna over leverage till I can make some money today. And then it's like, fuck. It's like, fuck, damn. I just like messed up my psychology. And if I keep doing this in the future, it's gonna just not get it. It's like you're just creating bad habits for yourself. You need to create good habits. Like if like once I pass the two challenges, if I pass the two challenges and I'm still doing what I'm doing now, it's like you're not gonna consistently make money. You're just gonna make money and then fail, make money, fail, make money, fail, or then you're just gonna fail completely. So it's like just try to be consistent with your psychology. Stop trying to, you know, like rush the process. And yeah,
real?
just take it slow and be consistent. Work on yourself.
Mikey, there's a book I recommend you read called Thinking in Bets by Annie Duke because it's essentially about like how to because like from what you had just said, the takeaway I got from it is that the game behind the game is behavioral control and like you said it was psychology. But specifically like in terms of like what's the skill you're trying to build as a trader yourself is like that discipline aspect and keeping myself accountable to like what I said I was going to do. And so
Yeah.
like the book isn't necessarily like a productivity or like behavioral control book, but it's about certainty and risk. And I feel like because it's coming from the perspective of a poker player. And since it's like this is a form of gambling, it's not the exact same, but like mind you, like when you're playing poker, those same sorts of like, okay, is it a bluff? Do I like fold? Do I like go all in, et cetera, et cetera? Like it's the same sort of like decision tree. Not exactly, but they map onto each other pretty decently. And so, and like what the main thing, like since that's the skill behind the skill, one of the main things that helps you become a this is going to be annoying. A better, like better is being able to correctly field the outcomes of decisions. Because like if not, like okay, the easiest example I give for this is like driving drunk is I was about to say almost it's never a good decision. But a lot of the times it ends up with a decent outcome of like I didn't die. That doesn't make it a good decision. Same way, like you could have a trade where it's like I didn't lose all my money, but in terms of like the psychology I use, like the way I applied that decision, I probably should have, or like that wasn't like I didn't make a good decision, but it came out straight. Or I'm assuming this probably also happened of like I checked all the boxes, like this should have been a good trade, and then that shit just hit the yeet on me. It's like, oh damn. And so the book is essentially giving you strategies to like be able to weather the storm of that better. And I feel like that shit helped a lot, like this semester, like just dealing with MIT. Cause like, oh, I thought I made the bet of like this shit was gonna be like a livable experience, and that shit was ass. I'm like, oh wait, I gotta reconfigure.
Wait, that's actually real because it's like what you said. Like you could have a trade that you say like hits all the boxes. You're just like, okay, this should work. This should work. But at the end of the day, you don't control the markets. You don't know what the markets are gonna be doing. So if it reverses on you, you're just like, oh, what went wrong? What went wrong? And then when you take a bad trade, you're just like, oh, it worked, because it just moved your way. But it's like, oh, but it didn't check out my boxes. It didn't check like my psychology was bad. I wasn't supposed to take this trade. And it's like in the long run, that's not gonna work for you. It's not gonna be good.
The name of that fallacy in particular is called resulting, of like when you're like, oh yeah, good outcome equals good decision, bad outcome equals bad decision. That's called resulting, and you're Dunning-Kruger, bruh. You're gonna get cooked.
What book you said this was?
I said that book is called Thinking in Bets by Annie Duke.
Roger.
Hold on,
Roger that.
It's like a red cover.
Ruben. You said that fallacy is called resulting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Because when you sort of simplify like good decision or like good outcome, good decision, or bad outcome, bad decision, you're kind of like you're essentially oversimplifying all these steps you took to be able to get to that outcome, bro. And by doing that, you kind of I think it's a lot easier to attack your personal identity when you reach a failure instead of you being like, okay, I was on the right path, and instead, I made perhaps a wrong decision here. Because, as Sean was stating that, a lot of things in life, especially the market, can be volatile, bro. You could have made a good decision, you could have checked the boxes, and you still could have ended up with a suboptimal, this less than preferable sort of outcome, bro. So really like being able to like watch your own film and understand that not every good decision, like it's like, bro, with music managers trying to make videos blow up, someone they
Mhm.
could have posted a video and it could have blown, and they could try posting the same style of video the next day at the same time with the same hashtags and all the same settings, and the video won't blow up. So it's not like this was a bad decision because your methodology just worked. However, what's it called? It didn't get you that same outcome, but that does not render it a bad decision, bro. Because at the end of the day, with content, the degree of like subjectivity and the human algorithm, things of that sort, bro, it fluctuates so often, bro. You can't attribute your success directly to purely your decisions, fam. So it takes a lot of like external analysis, bro.
Noble. And bro, like on top of that, you mentioned like because I'm thinking of like there's a video that I have in particular where it's like it just caught traction. Like I don't particularly know why. And so it's like to say that like, oh, that's me is like ridiculously arrogant. I'm not gonna lie. Damn, I lost the plot. But yeah,
Yo, what's your highest performing video?
right now it's at 250K and it's me being
Damn.
like it's like, and I'm not gonna lie, the comments on those, like, it's really nice. Like, it's a bunch of like aunties and stuff praying for me, and I'm like, I appreciate y'all. Thank you. But it's like, it's a video of me being like the script. I look, you remember it verbatim because I'm like, I went back and like, okay, I'm trying to analyze this. Like, why is this different? Or and mind you, like, I tried to make the same video like the other day, like not the other day, but like the day, a couple of days after, and like to that same point, it didn't do as well. But basically, like this, the premise of the script was like, the one thing they don't tell you about getting into that dream school is that it's ass. Not ass, but it's like I say something like, you're tired, cold, off 3 hours of sleep, and feel like an imposter. But then I'm like, oh, but that's okay. It's supposed to be hard. And then I give like a brief overview of my story of like it was my like I was trying to get to MIT since like 10 or 11 because I want bread. And then I got here and I started getting my ass whooped. And look, I tell an underdog story if I'm thinking about like if I'm analyzing like the narrative I tell there. It's like, and then it's like, yeah, because the idea was humanizing myself, and then at the end there's a call to action of like, if you want to see the rest of my journey, hit follow, and that's responsible for literally like 6,000 of my followers. Like, mind you, like of the jump from like,
Video?
say again,
That specific video?
yeah.
Damn.
And that's the thing about, I think you're like what you were saying, like you can't control how it's going to react. So the best way to manage that is to show up every day. Because it's
Uh-huh.
like I could have just missed the spot, but it's like that the as long as like if you have just more shots at the like the like LeBron infographic, like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And like to that point, I think Marvin was making of like when you miss a day at the gym or like you miss an upload, the reason why it probably hurt so much is like, damn, that could have been the one. And it's like I just wasn't there for it.
That's true. And well, since then, has it just been like a snowball effect? Has that same video been getting you traction? Or is it the fact that like, oh, now you have like a decent amount of followers and people are sheepy? What would you think?
It's been like a steady trickle of like the video. I forget. I think I posted it like sometime in December, so it's been like a month-ish of it being online. And so it's been like a pretty calm climb. Like it's obviously going to trickle down and like eventually stop. But what it does, like having the higher follower count gives like some of my longer videos more of a chance because like I don't know, I'm not master of the algorithm. I don't think it's particularly like the best skill to invest in because it's like so volatile. Like it's better to just like do your strategy, be make good stuff, and then it's going to find people. But pretty much like if you have a video that's longer than a minute, it gets only shown to your followers, I'm fairly sure. Like it doesn't get pumped out as much. I think
Sure.
unless it starts like unless it does particularly well with your followers, then it's like, okay, this is like a viable product, we'll pump it out more. But basically now that I have like 11K followers, like it'll still get to a decent amount of people if it's like a longer form video. and then I can like transition that into like I can get more messages like those. Like the longer videos have low-key been better for generating leads for like my lead magnets though. I'm not gonna lie.
You're doing tutoring full time, right? Like that's how you're monetizing that?
I'm trying to monetize it multiple ways. Like, oh, okay. Since all y'all niggas are here, you just reminded me, hey, bro, please go into the school community and just like respond to that first post, please. Because I'm trying to use it as like the idea is to go in and, like screen record as I scroll through and then use that as a part of like the marketing for the school community. Because that's going to be my other strategy for monetization, which is like I need like in terms of like getting ready to deploy it, the lower ticket offer is low-key built already. It's just I need to finish editing this video. Like once I'm done with this at like 8, I'm gonna go into editing the value video, and ideally it gets out by 10 p.m. today. And so in that video, I'm like, the premise of that video is we have a problem, and then I outline the problem of like, I have the school community. I'm generating leads like interested people in it, but then it's two different like spaces of that. Like one of them are the high school jits looking for like how do I get into these top universities and or manage myself effectively once I'm actually there. And then I don't know if y'all peeped like the interview I did with the Shotty from Stanford yesterday, but that's like that's for them. I'm not gonna lie, that's for them. And so then there's then there's us. Not there's us because I'm in both and like y'all would somewhat fit in both too. But then there's like the more entrepreneurial like not post college but like college upperclassmen. Like you're not really like I'm not really talking to any y'all about like how to maximize your academics in particular. Like we're more so talking about entrepreneurship and content creation. And I feel like specifically what I've been getting like hit up from like old heads. And like I'm at a very unique position as a nigga who goes to MIT, as a nigga who goes to MIT, and that I can like touch a lot of different like buckets. As specifically in like also like I can get in contact with like CEOs and shit. And so the video is essentially like there's two different groups of people who want the service. Therefore, I decided to split them into, and then it ends with a call to action to the loan niggas. But the idea is to have like as I like am delineating it, I'm going to show screenshots of literally like the inquiries of people like they sent like I've had a couple of videos where I'm like, oh, if interested, comment society below. And then there's people who've commented it and like I've gotten into conversations with them. And I've been recently asking like, what are you trying to get from this shit? Like, what do you want? What would this like if this was the best for you? Like basically I'm just doing customer interviews. And so like in order to help build the product. And I've that basically like those are the I've gotten two like as a bimodal distribution of responses that I've been getting. And so it's like, okay, split them into lower ticket and higher ticket offer. But the issue with like I feel honestly, I like with the higher ticket offer, the deliverability of that, like it's a bit more complex because it's like me fostering connections. And therefore it's like, okay, that's a bit more abstract value in terms of like, how do I charge for having introduced you to this nigga? And then, but then also for like the honestly the product, that's why I'm like engagement within the community in terms of like what product am I shipping out right now? I don't have the highest confidence in it. I have confidence in like the values of the videos themselves, but in terms of like if I'm a kid joining this for a community, it's not there yet. And so I'm like, okay, let me start shaping this shit up. But those are my monetization strategies.
Heard you. Bro, are you still into the SAT tutoring?
Yeah, I feel like they synergize very, very, very well. Assuming because it's like is because like mind you, like if you're a jit who's trying to get into a good SAT score, like because like the product like I think about that a lot. Like what's the skill behind the skill? What's the motive behind the motive? The motive behind the motive for an SAT score is getting into one of the top schools. And so I was like, oh wow, legit. By the way, do you know I have this community for like, and also like what I've realized like as a result of talking to these people and like as a result of how I'm positioning myself with my content, a lot of these niggas are very smart. They have these like accolades or like these really good resumes, but they lack that ability to or like effectively craft a narrative about themselves and like market themselves effectively. And also because like if you're super duper STEM oriented, you're probably like hyper fixated in the crib type kid. And so therefore you don't talk as much. And like I feel like I'm a very unique I'm glazing myself, my bad. But like I feel as
No,
though
you're good.
there's a gap in the market that I can fill, definitely.
Word. So you're trying to cater towards a younger crew, yeah?
For now. And then the idea is that they grow up with me.
I see.
And then they
Because
like they go through the program, bro. Like, okay, like you start off, you come to me, like the funnel I'm thinking of like of my like businesses is like, okay, you come to me for SAT tutoring. probably like your mom's gonna make you watch my content a little bit because like, oh wow, he look at him like because like that's a good thing about having the aunties love me too. Is like they're recommending me to their like little kids. And so basically come through SAT, uh then go into low ticket school community. And then as you get older and realize that, okay, cool, you got into this school slash can be a SWE, but then you can also like own your own time because you're this insanely smart person with this horsepower. And so instead of going to a bot job, join this higher ticket offer. And then I'm gonna put you on sauce in terms of the stuff that we're talking about right now.
Heard you, heard you. Yeah, man, because these motherfuckers with, because honestly, when I was trying to get my SAT right, I won't even hold you. I watched that one pin video you have. It was from a minute ago. Like, you know what I'm talking about? It was like, it was your older video. And it was like how I got the 15 something SAT.
Oh,
And
the
I
old
watched that.
one.
Yeah. And mind you, naturally, I am buns at the SAT. Like, terrible. And my shit went up like 250 points after watching the shit, bro. And I know there's some guys, bro. There's some guys that are charging like 2,300 for like a math and a reading section study guide, bro. So like, dude, if I were you, I'd play around with some higher ticket offers. But again, you said you were like trying to cater towards people growing up with you.
Yeah.
So
That's what I'm thinking. Like the like I think the price point that I paid, like the 30 a month, is decent because like honestly, like I don't want to have like a super duper flood. Like I have 2,000 little kids paying me $30. That would be tough. That's $60,000 a month. That would be really nice, actually. But
yeah, that would be
that's
crap.
actually fucking ridiculous, bro. That's actually ridiculous. The numbers go crazy.
Or just like ignore everything else, just focus on that, just do that by itself. Because like there's a concept that I think about a lot called operational complexity. Basically, like the more things that you try to do that are outside of a cohesive system, the more difficult they all become. And so if it's because you want to give yourself the best big win, a lot of times just making the one thing big enough to give you that win as opposed to trying to cobble it together among a bunch of smaller things is not the move. And it's not to say there's not, have multiple offers and like, different price points for where people are at. But a lot of that can be made like derivative of each other, right? Because it's like, and it can like trickle down from the high ticket order. Like if your time is like whatever, like a $2,000 a month package or whatever the case may be, then you can like have an ebook, which you kind of already have, and audio recordings and other kind of paid things that people can latch onto that are kind of evergreen, right? And so that can be your $299. Is like take this ebook video lecture bundle for $200, and you can join the school group too. And honestly, what I would say at this point is like it might be dope to make the school group free and just leave it at that. And just have that be a funnel to your higher ticket offers. That way you don't have like friction. And it's also like kind of me talking to myself and like, notions of community and how that fits into a brand and a product. But it's like, if you just bring people into the community for free, like that's as frictionless as possible. Like all the people who like inquired or whatever conversations, they probably just would have ended up joining the group. But then that makes like a call like this more interesting because I think a few more people in here and this becomes like it's hard to have it be communal versus like Ruben's megaphone. And so I think you can curate that space through school to a degree. But the other aspect that I've been thinking about is how do you make that community more effective? Like the group chat, I think is dope. These calls are cool also, but yeah, I think going to the high ticket offer will just free you up to get creative with the other communities and the price points that are involved.
So wait, would you suggest going all in on like making one higher ticket offer or?
Yep.
I
Premium,
agree with them.
premium, 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 premium.
Because that's where the cheese is at, bro. Because the thing is, it's way easier to sell like 4 or 5 people on a super high ticket offer than it is to sell 4,000 or 5,000 people on a lower ticket offer. I know the values are extreme, but it is also the truth. There are people out there with social media. There's such a big reach, and there's many different tax brackets. And if somebody sees your information as valuable, which it is, people are really willing to pay top dollar for certain things, bro. Like, especially if you start getting into courses and stuff, bro. People are charging like 20 to 50K for courses on Instagram, bro.
It's so
So
true.
like, don't be scared to test out stuff like that, because that could really be the difference maker. All right, what's actually gonna set you free, you know?
I think, Ruben, the main thing I see with you is like, who is your actual customer going to be? Are you targeting high school students to the point where the customer is actually their parents? So like from a grow with you perspective, like that's an interesting thing as well, because it kind of it makes there's like a jump. There's like a coming of age that is like inserted in the middle of your customer journey that complicates things a lot and totally changes their financial structure and system for the most part. Um, versus like you actually have a lot of value to offer to people who are college grads and are working and are maybe trying to get into grad school. Because like if you ace the SAT, you probably ace GRE, GMAT, all that. Like to me, there's no real reason why you can't be tutoring people trying to get into Harvard Business School and Sloan, right? You already have that connection to a sense, and it's like you know the math that's on those tests. So like it's the same skill in a lot of ways, and it's something that those younger people are going to move into eventually, but framing it so that you can give it at the highest level that can get you the most income, you know, because I've heard you say multiple times your top line goal is that financial freedom. So it's like that's the high ticket is the most direct path there. Now, I would say the other thing though is automations, right? So if automations and AI become a substantial part of what you're doing, you do get the benefit of a lot of set it and forget it for lower ticket stuff too, right? You can have an ebook that just sells off the ManyChat automation or whatever the case may be, and that could be really powerful too.
And then I guess like my biggest like concern specifically at high ticket is over promising, under delivering. Because like there's a different level of obligation that I would have to someone who pays that like 50K a month or whatever it is, than someone of like, you paid me 30 bucks. I can, because what I'm like, yeah, I've low-key been thinking, especially since I'm going to be like going into this semester, trying to have somewhat of a set it and forget it type, at least for like the first half, and then using that to, and it's also, I think like, I do want some sort of like this, I don't know. It might be that like my conception of numbers are all just like skewed.
Yeah, let me flip that, right? Because if you look at the lower ticket and you focus on that, does that mean you're giving yourself a free pass to underperform?
No, but to put out stuff that's less, I guess, like time, like I, because what I think is like the thing that should distinct or like make the distinction between lower ticket and high ticket offer is like how hands-on slash involved I would have to be. Because like I would assume that you're paying for a higher ticket for like implementation as opposed to content. And so it's like I could have like I feel like $30 is premium for content if you're just like paying for like the podcast I'm going to be doing regardless. And so it's like then you would also like it's premium because it's like interviews with higher level people, but it's mostly the podcast low key, not low key leave me alone, but it's like podcast, I'll do weekly calls, but it's like I can have a lot of you guys in here without having to necessarily be like, I need to give you, because like I even have it now just off the pro bono stuff. It's like, bro, I don't want to read your essay game. This is like a long, like I don't want to hear about, oh, mom spaghetti, but the this like bro, all the like bro, these they be having not ridiculous essay, but it's like, okay, fam, like what did you tell me? Like yeah, I don't want to. I don't necessarily want to be like Mr. Essay review guy. And
That
so
brings back the co-admin or affiliate model too, though, right? Because if you want to, have your time as a premium, you can give that time, but then if there's other things that need to be done, you can slide it off to others who are, in that network and working with you, so that that person still can get the value of having their essay reviewed to rigorous standards, but it doesn't have to come from you, even though it's a part of your system, your organization, and you benefit from it. But that still leaves that bifurcation in the group between students and then life outside of strictly being a student. So whether that's entrepreneurship, content creation, I feel like life hacking is generally the term for it. Um, but yeah, and I would love to hear like from the rest of y'all too, like in terms of what you feel the value of the community has been, in terms of like the avenues for our actual contributions, like I guess outside of these weekly calls for those who show up. Then also like explicitly like what nuggets of value have folks gotten from being a part of this so far.
I ain't
I
gonna lie.
mean, for me, mainly I'd say like just
Stress and
these weekly
suggestion, bro.
calls. Wait, can y'all hear me?
Oh yeah, you good?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for me is mainly just like being around like-minded individuals and like I guess just sharing things along our journey and also like documenting my own journey along the way has been helpful. As far as like what type of route Ruben should go with in terms of like the community and all that, I'm not gonna lie, I do not know. So I'm not gonna I don't really know. Yeah.
Oh, one thing I will say is that I feel like we've been doing like really good on. Oftentimes, like in music communities, bro, people will make big group chats, and instead of them trying to genuinely connect and like build each other up, people are in there engagement farming. They're like people are like, oh yeah, artists, creatives, hop in the group chat, this, that, and the third, tap in. And then maybe a week into it, it's just niggas sending reels and dropping links. Niggas aren't really trying to talk and like develop an idea or push a movement. So I feel like what we've been doing so far with like actually not just purely engagement farming, but asking for like tangible feedback, how we can improve, having like beneficial conversations, like how we can uplift ourselves and others. It's like I feel like proceeding in that direction without getting caught up in the whole engagement farm numbers or everything sort of thing is like a real good direction to like keep going in because that kind of takes the authenticity and the sense of community out of the community, fam.
Mhm. And that's what's funny about it, right? Because the group chat and that space is kind of that offshoot. And that's where I see most of the ongoing communal value being present. Um, and so it's like, first off, it seems like it is kind of contained to the group chat and to Instagram as an avenue of communication and hasn't bled it over into the school group in its current form. And since that kind of organically is how it's gone, I'm not saying like we should force it into a separate school group, but yeah, I think that's still an opportunity to have something that's, I don't know, like I think there are opportunities to monetize it. But I also feel like there's a very much a distinction between like, folks who are active and like kind of see the collective value and are therefore interested in creating it versus those who like enter into the space and give and get value on a lower level. Because again, I think this is a lot to all have on you, Ruben, and being able to have a few extra players who are there and a part of the structure, the architecture, the system of the whole thing could help it grow substantially.
Yeah. And so I think my primary like where I've gotten because like the responses I just got that fits into the like higher ticket offer of like it sounds like the community aspect and like the uh authentic and reciprocal uh ambitious individuals. That's another offer for that's like where I've categorized the college grads and professionals because it's like that's they're looking for something different than there's I do the thing is that I also do have a pretty strong demand for college admissions slash guidance advice, and I think I could run that as a one-man band, which is what I think which is what the low ticket offer that's oh shit, I need to go start working on that video that's coming out tonight is basically about just like and then therefore like I think my move is that that's going to be something for now, and then the growth that you're mentioning is okay, is like I need something to like okay, start giving me leeway slash bread, and I think that's the mid-ticket offer of like $30 a month because it's like it's also going to attract the right type of people to where since you put in bread, there's a higher likelihood that when I make this higher ticket offer that you'll slide over there nicely. But specifically, I think like and like you had mentioned like that point of one thing at a time. That's like that's been like my most recent like I guess mantra too recently. One thing at a time. And I think the first thing is the $30 a month offer because then like I'm thinking of having it somewhat similar to the way that Hormozy does the school games themselves. Of like I'll come on a call in order to like answer questions. Like I'll bring obviously like some of y'all get to like actually talk if you're like a higher like participating member is like, okay, I'm gonna like talk, have hold court, I guess. But it's like admissions question number 357. All right, cool. Like it's submitted in this specific, like I guess format. I'll go through and like engage with the community, but it would very much be like a one man band for at least that portion of it. Because mind you, again, like since there's like the iffy participation in regards to like I wouldn't necessarily want to sell the product of, oh, all my homeboys are gonna help teach you math. It's like, nah, okay. I'm going to help cultivate a community for y'all to help each other, like y'all little niggas. And it's like help each other with math and then also like teach you personal like the holistic part is also a piece of the lower ticket offer just because of the fact that I have a specific like niche in the market of like there's a lot other like white and Asian like productivity influencers. And I think that like the authenticity has been a draw for some of those younger ticket offers as well. But yeah, that's in short what the strategy is looking like.
Sounds straight, man. Sounds straight. Marvin still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You
Yo, Marvin. One thing I heard you talking about earlier was you were getting ads ran for your clothing brand, yeah?
Yeah,
And then the guy like he just said get wrecked, basically. Yeah.
yeah, basically. So originally I was running my own ads, right? And then I basically wanted to have somebody else doing it. So I wanted to like delegate it. And I had started working with somebody who I had seen like good reviews about him from other brands. So I was like, okay, hopefully he'll do right by me. And essentially at first, like I was seeing some good returns, but basically he just went ghost eventually. And I think the thing for him was like he was really just trying to make some bread or whatever and be like a content creator in his own right. So like I'm still seeing him posting like, yo, uh POV running ads for brands or whatever. Whole time, bro, literally ghosted my brand. And I'm like, dang, like, I don't know how to feel about that. But basically, I don't know. He just kind of when the ads like so ads are kind of like you got to keep an eye on it because if you like stop paying attention, you can just start spending crazy and not seeing the same return. So eventually, we weren't really seeing the same return, and I like called him out on it. Obviously, I'm like, yeah, the return isn't really that profitable, and then he just went ghost, and I just kicked him off of all my like ad stuff, and now I'm trying to work with a different like, I'm working with a team now basically. So hopefully they'll be more trustworthy. We'll see. Uh, I'll probably keep y'all updated on that.
Do you pay this guy or is he just taking a base amount every sale?
Yeah, so that was I think that was part of the thing with him at first. So it was like 300. So I paid him 300 upfront. And
Okay.
I don't know, I think this may have been why he was like less inclined to work hard was because he didn't really have a consistent like cut out of it. But I don't know why, because like he originally his proposal to me was that he'd do 300 upfront with no cut. And then um eventually, so basically initially I wasn't gonna work with him because I was just running it myself. But I'm like, dang, like I can't do it myself. Like I said, I wanted to delegate. So then he was saying he wanted a cut out of it, and I was fine with that. But he never asked for the
What?
cut.
He
Nah,
asked you for the
listen,
cut
listen.
after?
Nah, yeah, but this was like once we started working.
No,
This
bro
was like
just
when we're
changed his
negotiating
mind.
before we started working. So like I knew he was gonna get a cut, but like he never asked for the cut while we were actually working. You get what I'm saying? Like he just went ghost. So he never got that cut because he just went ghost. You know what I mean?
God damn it.
So
Oh man.
I don't really know. It was kind of a weird situation. But with
You
this new ads agency, they basically were saying that like they're not gonna see any of the money until they can like actually get me sales and then they're gonna get like the cut or whatever. So I'm not paying them upfront because
how
like if
much are they getting cut?
they're gonna get like I think it's 15% of what they make.
And how much are you spending per day with these ads?
We haven't started yet with this new group, so um
How
we'll
much were you
see.
before?
I mean at the highest at the peak was probably like 80.
80 a day, and that was getting you decent return? Like, were you making more
On
than what you're putting in?
yeah, at some points, but then eventually I was starting to just like I wasn't. Eventually I wasn't. But there were definitely points where I was seeing a good return. But once it started to like stall, he kind of just like went ghost.
Rip. That fucking blows. Well, man, if this new agency, if they're cold, bro,
Yeah.
please put me on, bro, because I'm working on an ebook right now, like a fitness cookbook. Because I'm trying to get ads right on it. So if they're cold, please put me on.
Oh yeah, I got you. I won't gatekeep. The thing about them, like they were acting like kind of like exclusive. They were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna interview you and see if you're a good fit for us." And I
That
was like, "All right,
motherfuckers
bro."
better shut the fuck up.
I'm like, hey, yeah.
But like, I mean, I kind of like that because it's like, okay, at least I know they're not just like gonna waste my time. Like, hopefully they wouldn't waste my time if they're like selective about who they work with. And ultimately they were like, yeah, we're a good fit. So we'll see where that goes.
Hey man, keep me posted though, please. I wish a good shit for your brand and my brand. Trying to eat too.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Wait,
Yeah.
Loki, Jude, like when you run ads on like your music content, how much do you usually spend per day?
Hold on, y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, bit. That's what I'll check my speaker. I ain't gonna lie, fam. What I was doing, I used to try the $1 a day method, bro. And the $1 a day on different posts method was low-key getting me right. Then I started seeing a little drop off. So I started running all my ads for a little bit. And honestly, I've been starting to get back on them a little bit. I'm considering this like looking at some of like my more high performing, more visually grabbing posts. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'll put 5 a day into this. If I'm doing 1 a day on different posts and I put 5 a day into this one really like stellar post, it's probably gonna work well. But the ads were going pretty well for me. I can't lie, bro. And it was decently cost effective. And also, bro, if you go and boost the post on IG, hey fam, go on Instagram.com on your laptop, bro. Cause Apple, like they'll tell you you save like 30% because you're avoiding the meta tax fees. So when you go on Instagram.com, they will charge you less, bro. Cause I couldn't believe it when I tried it on my phone. But the ad's been working decently well. I'm gonna keep on trying to alter them and like play around with it so I could maybe see better results on it. But they've worked pretty well for me in my experience, so I won't lie.
Wait, hold on. Say that one more time. You said like you save 30% when you do it on your laptop or 30% when you do it on your phone?
No, when you do it on Instagram.com, period, because it's not on like the Meta platform, because Meta will charge you like some sort of fee, fam. Like, hold on, bro. Let me,
Oh, so like even on your phone, like go through Safari?
if you can stay like on a tab sort of thing, like do that. Cause when you're on the app, they do charge more, fam.
Crazy.
Instagram be trying to act broke. I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's an evil world, bro. It's truly an evil world.
That boy Mark Zuckerberg had $1 million on his wrist. Madness. Madness.
That's actually crazy, bro. The way that he's been Loki like pulling the 180 with his brand image is really interesting. Like you were like Jesse Eisenberg, and then now he's turning into like I don't know what he's emulating, but it's interesting.
Indeed. Tis indeed. Y'all believe it? Y'all believe in flexing? Like flexing on these niggas? Like Richard Mills, Bugattis. Like, I personally fucking love it. Like once I'm there, like yeah, I'm not really flexing on you motherfuckers. Like, what do y'all think about flexing? Not you motherfuckers, but these motherfuckers.
I don't know. For me personally, I'm just gonna put my input. It's like I think it's kind of overrated. Like for me, I'm kind of like a simple dude. If I had a car, I would get a Toyota Sienna. Like, you know what I mean? I would get a mom car because like it's just more useful. I'm more of a what's it called? More efficient type of guy. Like if it's more efficient, if it can carry more stuff, like if it just like works into my integration, my workflow, and makes it better, I'm gonna get it. And that's it. Like that's what I'm gonna flex. You know what I mean? Like I don't really care for like a Bugatti, a Lamborghini, maybe a Rolex. Low key a Rolex, like that's like one of the things that I low key want.
A date just.
Hmm?
A date just.
What's the Datejust?
A Rolex date just?
I have no idea what that is. Wait, they is
The
that like a type of Rolex or is it?
Yeah.
Let me see what that is.
the ultimate flex is
He just called you broke, fam. He just called you broke. Telling you,
That's
you don't do the
crazy.
I
day
didn't say that. I didn't say that.
no, it's because
Uh,
a lot of people look at a Rolex as like not even a flex, like
mm,
there's always levels. So to me, the ultimate flex is like what's perfect for you. Like you're showing off, like I actually found the perfect situation for me,
mm,
whatever that is, that's the flex. So for someone, the perfect car is the fastest car. So then the perfect car
mm.
is the Bugatti. But for you, Joko, I'm hearing you say the perfect car is the Sienna. So hell yeah, stand on the roof of that shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
absolutely. I'm
Got
gonna mod it out. I'm gonna mod it out so I can drift in it.
Drip the minivan. It was funny.
To me, that's what makes it worth the flex.
Exactly. Oh, also, just real quick input, guys, for you, Marvin and Seth. When you guys were talking about ads, the internship that I was working on, for Managed Web, they do ads as well. They do digital marketing, SEO optimization, and everything like that. And I can personally attest to this. Like, if these people are like kind of scamming you, I would suggest you guys go to them, Managed Web. I'll send you the link in the group chat right now
But bro,
because
this is the other thing I'm trying to say about this community. Like low key, like Joko, can you do the ads? Like, can they pull up on you for those services?
honestly, I helped out. I don't really personally know how to do them, but I can connect you to them, and we can even run you guys SEO audit. So like if you guys have your own personal, I don't know, website and stuff like that, we can show you like all your because that's what I did for my friends. I had a friend, his business was Saleya Photography, and I run an SEO audit for him. And basically it showed him a lot of insight, and I set him up with a meeting with my boss after that, which was super cool. And because of it, he got a lot of good insight, and now he's kind of working in the process of trying to figure out, okay, how can I optimize my website to get the most benefits, like getting more customers, getting more click-through rates, and everything like that. And I think he's also now, I don't know, I haven't checked up on him in a while, but like I think he's also trying to work on ads. So I'm gonna send him and like, hey, check this out real quick. So if anything, check Manage Web out. Trust, they're good people.
Yeah.
Mm.
See, that's interesting. Reggie, I don't know if we're thinking about the same thing, but in terms of like, oh, could you do the ads? What I'm thinking about is like, how do you quantify and or like capture the value that just got exchanged there? Because I feel like that's probably like one of the main things. Like, there's a bunch of like really like useful niggas in this bitch, and it's like, damn. But it's like also the thing about everybody in here currently is y'all niggas didn't pay for this, and so it's like there is a question of like, damn. And then it's like, okay, how do you that's why I'm like, this higher ticket offer needs like more time to cook it. I'm like, how the fuck do I structure this shit?
I
It's
like
like there's
that.
also like I want it to be people I actually fucking like, because if it's a bunch of just like, okay, I'm just here facilitating connection with greasy niggas I don't fuck with, what the hell is the point? But it's like, okay, then if you're actually friends, I'm gonna feel bad for like I'm gonna need $300 a month, nigga. But it's like that would be very helpful. I'm not gonna lie.
Fair enough.
But I think you, Ruben, you're in an interesting spot as the community leader again because you can sort of facilitate this circular economy. Like Frank,
Yeah, that
you
would be
yeah,
the crux of the other thing, like reciprocal support.
exactly. So I think it kind of also becomes a spot where it's like you need to have you as the community leader need to have a list of like everybody and the tools associated with them so that you can at least be proactive and spot opportunities and be that connector and be like, okay, you should go here.
Out
Like,
to me.
Oh, so like basically lead generation is what you're trying to like, you know what I mean? Like if you have a customer and you have a owner, like a business owner, like you can connect them to this person to this, and then it just kind of goes back and forth and it builds a community from there.
Yeah, and it'd be mutual. Like I've already like there's people who like it happened in my comments. There's niggas like, and it's like I have my fingers in a couple of different sectors. So like I've facilitated a meeting between like two old niggas. It was like the Finn Plainly dude. I don't know if y'all saw that video, but it's like my homie Barrett Slade and then this other older dude like Dr. Peters. And so like they were in my comments like, oh yeah, I want to get in like the Dr. Peters dude commented under my video. I want to get in contact with this dude. And this is, since I tagged the other dude in the thing, he's like, oh, would be open to. And then like I just opened the Instagram group chat, threw them together. And it's like that would be, and it's like, yeah. It's like I don't in that case, it's just like I feel kind of weird being like, all right, but pay me though. It's like I feel weird about how much that should be. I do feel like, hey, slime me some, please. But it's like how much? And it's also like, because like for example, the Shawty I met yesterday, no, not yesterday. Friday, like the interview with Jess, like it's at 14K views. Like I posted that shit last night. And it's like because she's like that's like a collab I did, but she's like a CS person at Stanford working on this like really cool AI thing. And it's like ideal candidate to be in terms of like the connection of stuff. But I wouldn't feel right like charging her an arm and a leg. That's kind of great. And so I don't know.
I don't think it's crazy, bro. Because I think if you don't do that, then she's just gonna keep on doing what she's doing. There's no transformation, there's no dream outcome that she could get by virtue of working with you if she doesn't pay that amount. I think and not to say that the explicit, aspect of the group will be lead generation, but let's say like there is a entrepreneurial leaning to that other group, because I think that's what's going on here. It's easy to underestimate, even if you're a student or a 9 to 5, the value of an additional $1,000 a month. And so I really don't think it's that crazy for you to commit that between what you know, what I know, and what other people in the group know, that entrepreneurs entering into that space, maybe with a few caveats, maybe still keep the application in front. But basically, I think what you're guaranteeing those people, or what you should figure out how to guarantee, is basically getting them up to $1,000 a month from their entrepreneurial stuff, whatever it is. And again, like I'm on I'm on the border of like about to like launch a community for that low key myself, now that I said it out loud, because I think whether it's AI, content creation, freelancing, delegation, like Fiverr, all that stuff, ads, e-commerce, whatever the niche may be, being a young person trying to get the most out of life in terms of, let's say, take this $1,000 a month benchmark and go with that. Right. Because I think that's on a fundamental level what a lot of people are basically offering with their communities, except sometimes it's more niche, where it's be like, oh, are you an agency owner? Or do you do insert niche here? We'll get you to X revenue amount. Like that seems to be one way that those offers are floated. So while there's like an authenticity, still figuring things out, seeing how it goes, you know, high ticket from a community perspective. Like, yeah, and that's the other thing I wanted to specify, because you can talk about like quote unquote high ticket, which is one distinction, but then the student, advice versus like entrepreneur content creator is also a separate thing. So there can be high ticket and low ticket for both student focused and entrepreneur focused. And essentially, what I'm getting at here, and it's funny, Ruben, I'm kind of talking to you directly. It's interesting how like over the course of these weeks, like it's been arranged between just the two of us to like 7 people. I think this is the most that we've had on the call. But pretty much like I'm advocating for a separate community that is sort of filtered by this content creation entrepreneur. I think, what did I call it? Infopreneur, I think is what I called it. That niche being sort of, okay, this higher ticket thing where that exchange of value is going to be more prominent. Conversations like this call make more sense. And then the stuff that you do with the younger folks would kind of be, separate, but also more fully controlled by you, because I think you could run that without the additional support. But this influpreneur side of things kind of needs, a bit of an ante up, which again, I think could be corralled out of some of these current free members, people who are active in the group chat. But yeah, it's there. The people are here, the pieces are there, but it's like, how do we frame it up? I think one start could be to just kind of like do a hard stop and translate this call over to whatever the influpreneur, I'm just running with that term right now, community would be, and then kind of focus that in the group chat, like understand that the group chat is now being catered towards that. So like not like strictly, but also at the same time, like maybe strictly just like go in the group chat and say, hey, this is what we're doing now. This is the gang. If you're into LearnWell, you can go find that over there. But if you're here, you're doing this, just to like level set.
I think everybody in the group chat currently fits into the second one.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So why not just go in there and
Definitely. It's just that my like in terms of like, okay, like splitting it, like I in terms of strategy and like what to do, I think we definitely agree. It's just like I feel like, oh, I need more time because I don't got bread to front another community first. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this lower ticket offer because like you said, I can put it on autopilot, make the jits give me enough bread to pay for this new shit, and then turn it into more from there. But I'm like, okay, I need to start making bread like low key this fucking month. Like I really think like if I can just get a fucking offer cohesively together, which is this low offer, like, hey, legit, you want to learn college admissions, got you, and then you want to learn college admissions with other like sharp like jits with personality. That's the idea. Like high performing jits with personality. That's what this LearnWell Society first part is for. And then that's gonna be okay. I need enough money from this low ticket, whatever shit to be able to front an extra $100 a month. And also because like I paid for like I put my website up off Squarespace, but that's an extra $25 a month subscription that I got to deal with now. I was like, bro, I need to start seeing returns soon off this shit. But after, yeah, so I see this in phases. I think like in terms of like, oh, when we have these conversations, it's like we have a different version of the same conversation over time. And I think, okay, today, oh, high key, I need to end this soon to be able to keep pushing shit in motion. Cause like I have a video I'm editing. Everybody please go engagement farm this shit so I can make it a sellable product. is the idea. And then from there, after having made this a sellable product, I'll have enough capital to therefore invest in the reciprocal community type shit from there. That's the game plan. But it's like I need capital, and the way I see to generate capital is with the stuff that I can do certifiably by myself. So it's like I know for a fact I can give SAT advice and admissions advice because I know that's like the area of expertise I've been building up. And like towards yeah, I'm low key selling your parents, but the parents low key fuck with me. What I've been seeing, like they low key do fuck with me. So I was like, all right, cool. But I see it like that's my because like I'm here on Mickey Mouse activity for like in terms of school, and so my objective is get some shit rolling to make me money, and then from there reinvest capital into making cooler shit. But I need okay, right. So like I have a video first that's gonna be like, yeah, the video that's supposed to be coming out today. I need to go lock in. Is yo legits come buy this shit. I've taken it down from being $200 a month to be $13 a month. So ask your mom, she can do it. That's really what it is. Or like realistically, if you're a kid working a job, you could do that shit. $30 a month is not crazy. Like you're giving me like what? Like
You're right about that, but at the same time, like part of what comes across when you take that path is like you're kind of debasing or devaluing yourself in a way. Like what about on the flip side of instead of promoting the $30 offer, like you keep most of the video the same, like the community's still there, which has value and which you would still quote unquote get access to. But like what if you flip it and just say like just do the hand holdy like super personalized, like okay, maybe you don't want to read essays, but it's like, well, what are you like what you can offer by yourself is a lot more than just managing the school community. And I think the disconnect is that it's not that the school community is going to be the source of that high ticket stuff, nor is that the limit of what you can do, but it's like just go on the video with your full chest and not say the price on the video, but like articulate that there's this higher ticket offer, and like you could probably use ChatGPT to basically come up with it, and then lead them down the funnel, knowing that they can be offloaded into the school group, and that if they're interested, they're still going to show interest, still going to engage in it. You're not going to lose the lead. You can get back to them later on with something else if you need to, but just off rip, be like 2,500 a month. Yep. It's like, oh, do you want to maximize your chance of getting into MIT or insert other school here? Do you want access to a bunch of people who have done that? Do you want to be able to like take the stress and uncertainty out of it? Like, I think the value is there. And I think over time you will find that one. But I could also probably talk to you about like, credit and financing and fundraising. If it's a matter of like spending power and like cash flow, like there are other ways to do that that don't require you to sacrifice on the quality and value that you provide. Because don't get me wrong, I definitely understand where it's like, well, if I do this right now, it feels more likely, and that $30 for that subscription might pull up like, tomorrow maybe. And it's true, it might. But like if you just set it and say, nope, we're doing 2,500 a month, and I'm pushing that every post, full chest, loud and clear, and keeping on track with like the lead generation and stuff like that, like, bro, I think that'll get you the bread that you need and more. I've seen it.
yeah, I think it then goes back to that uncertainty point or not uncertainty point. More so, this is like courage to demand that price. I don't know if I got it in me yet.
It is. You don't know if you got it in you.
In terms of just like I very because like the biggest fear I have is over promising, under delivering. And like I don't want to have anywhere on my track record of like I paid this nigga 2,500 a month and he's a fraud. That shit would like be that's like not game over, but it's like that's like poison in the tree when it's still a sapling.
Actually, I would say guaranteed, bro. Like, I'm sorry, those bad reviews are gonna happen. And honestly, like it's not gonna be because of anything that you do. You know what I mean? Like if it does, then like, like maybe there's a character thing there about like delivery or whatever. But like if it's just somebody who's pissed and writes something crazy, like, oh well, eventually it'll outweigh. If you have to pivot, maybe the offer wasn't quite right, maybe the messaging wasn't quite right. But like if you're a solid individual, then and you're doing solid work, then why does it matter if someone else is pissed off?
Yeah. And then I think what it is right now is like I can't say with my whole I don't have that full-hearted conviction in the community because it's still in its like weird nascent form. And so my thing is probably like it's the internet and niggas forget pretty easily. So it's like I'm gonna make this video and then niggas are gonna forget within a week. And so I can like change the offer next week if I really felt like it. And so I'm thinking like get some initial people, like especially like even if it's at that $30 a month, okay, sure, I'll let some loose cracks in, but then it's like over promise on that $30 to where it's like, and then I can get testimonials as my thing. And then like I feel like right, yeah, like my buying my like my the amount of oomph I would have in my voice and like certainty would be much higher if I have like a legit being like, because I have to a degree like a little bit like, damn bro, thank you for the like, because I'll like throw a little voice message like, hey, da, 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 and then they're like that was helpful. But it's like basically I want to make sure like super duper cross my I's, dot my T's. So it's like, all right, first I'll give it to y'all niggas for cheap, get this like cohort of however many people, like this shit changed my life. All right, cool. Now we're charging a band. I'm sorry. Or not. It wouldn't be exactly like that. Probably like, okay, now it's like 99 a month. So I can like trickle the flow in. And it's like, okay, if you really want it, because especially is especially because like it's going to be a cohort thing of like that's why I'm like, oh, they're gonna grow over time. But yeah, but yeah, it's like the thing you posited was like you can go super high ticket directly, say it with your whole chest. I guess my rebuttal in short is I don't have the undeniable proof that it's worth said thing yet, and therefore I want to amass that before I like start like talking about shit.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's up to you. You know, it's your perception, it's your reflection. I would disagree with you, and I would say as soon as you got that MIT acceptance letter, you had proof, right? To me, that is more than sufficient. Um, and I think that's why you've been able to amass these 10,000 followers as you're still figuring it out, as you are on the come up. And I think when you get to the spot that you may be describing, like I think this maybe is like the miscalibration between where we're looking at this and where we see value. But the position that I hear you describing as to where you would want to be, to me, that sounds like your $10,000 offer. To me, it sounds like you're talking about like, oh, well, I want to have it super clean with all of the testimonies and like the active school group or the values of like if you're getting on a train at that point, it's 10 grand, buddy. You know, like that is what I'm seeing in all of this.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I see no reason why not all of the above. But
But
it's
then
like
you gotta be careful because then you're gonna be like actually famous and shit. So
it's just crazy too. Yeah. Hmm. Lots of interesting things on the horizon. But in terms of like bringing it down to what is next actionable task, I need to go edit this video. No bullshit. And then it's going to generate more leads. And then from there, I can decide what to do with them with the help of ChatGPT.
sure.
But yeah, I don't know who's still in the call, but I appreciate all y'all for pulling up Noble. This shit was
Still
very
here, still here.
really.
Yeah, bro.
This
So
was
yeah,
a
I
really
guess
good
like
session.
no bullshit. See, and that's what I'm like, okay. Yeah, this was very, I'm gonna just leave it at that. This was very nice, and I look forward to continuing to do this shit. But like even worst case scenario, like say like it becomes overly commercialized, I feel like it's like whenever you get a group chat, there's always gonna be a smaller group chat type shit. And it's like I know y'all niggas from like I know y'all are like day ones type shit, real deal for lifers. But that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all. I'm gonna go work on this video. Oh,
Hell
so
yeah.
one last time begging for engagement. Go make that shit look like it's live.
I just did it like 10 minutes ago.
Word.
Appreciate you, gang. Love.
All
All right,
right.
so boys.
Yo,
All right,
Joko and
fellas.
Marvin, keep me posted with them ads too.
Yeah, I
Got you,
got you,
bro.
fam.
This shit, tie shit
No
real.
worries, no worries, no worries.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
Let's
love.
All
have a
right,
good
guys.
one. Have a blessed day. Good night.
All y'all
You
stay
too,
All
safe.
right,
fam.
night. Peace.
Hmm. This is annoying because like there's so many decisions. I can be rich by the end of February if I play my cards right. And it's like I don't know if I'm playing them right, but it's like even like to the thing I was telling Sean, right? You'll never know. And the thing, the this is a little bit of extra lore, but the episode with Miss Duro was also recorded today. It was just earlier, and so I think we're talking about like how you can never truly have certainty. Oh no, yeah, I'm talking to Sean about it too. But like, yeah, man, you got to fail forward. So I'm gonna fuck up the first time, and that's okay. That's so funny because like if you're saying this, that means you're a product of it having actually worked. So, oh, brother.